Joining us now, former Republican House Majority Leader Dick Armey, who is an economics PhD in economics. Thanks very much, Mr. Leader, for joining us. Let's talk about the second stimulus. Ron Neighbors, the Deputy OMB Director, has testified today and really put that down, saying that they're not contemplating the second stimulus and that it was something mentioned by an outside advisor, Laura Tyson, in a meeting in Singapore, but that this was not administration policy. Do you think there should be a second stimulus?
Absolutely not. They forget the fact that George Bush had a stimulus bill back in October, which this president says was the wrong policy and left me with a real problem. George Bush left me holding the bag, and then he comes up with a big stimulus bill which doesn't work. The fundamental fact is you can do, even if you go back to the Keynesian formula, you can do stimulus by expanding government spending or cutting taxes and leaving the private sector to be more free to spend, which it will do more wisely. So, in fact, Ron was correct. The appropriate policy would have been to have some reduction of taxes and to focus on reducing this enormous burden that the federal government is now on the economy. And Andrea, if I may, let me just draw my analogy. The American economy is the fastest, most well-trained horse in the race. Its problem is it's carrying a 250-pound jockey that's riding side saddle and steering the horse with its feet and stuffing itself with an ice cream sundae along the way. And the biggest, most fundamental problem is this private economy cannot carry this gluttonous government. So discipline the government into reducing its unnecessary and meddlesome programs, and the economy will carry itself and carry the government along with it. Ron also made the point, which has to be emphasized. They've not been taking serious, rigorous, disciplined economic policy decisions. They've been making political decisions, and they've got to give up the politics and get serious about economics if they're going to get to the right policy prescription.
Dick Armey joining us from Capitol Hill. Thank you so very much. I'm just thinking about that fat jockey on that slow-moving horse. Thank you. It's quite an image.